I got the horse right here, his name is Paul Revere, and he's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. I'm picking Valentine, cause on the morning line, the guy has got him figured at 5 to 9.
But look at Epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the Telegraph.
Big Fred off mine, big Fred's alright, I've
This
it
guy
all
calls the horse
depends
Big
if it
Fred.
rained last night. I go
If
for
he
Valentine,
calls
the
the horse
morning
Big
looks
Fred.
look fine, besides
Big
the
Fred.
jockey brother's
Big
a
Fred.
friend of mine.
And just
Big
a
Fred.
minute, boys, I got the
Big Fred.
beatbox noise. It says the
This guy
great-grandfather was Equipoise.
I tell you, Paul Revere, now
Shows
this is no
class.
bum steer, it's from a
This guy says the
handicap,
horse
and
shows
let's
class.
listen, see.
If
I go for
he
Valentine,
says the
cause
horse
on the
shows class.
morning line, the guy
Shows
has got
class.
him figured at 5 to 9.
So make it Epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the Telegraph. Epitaph.
Valentine, Paul Revere, I got the horse right here.
I am standing here. Move, please. And that is why I am standing here in the Devil's Own city on the Devil's Own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers? You with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. I am not speaking of the prison and the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late.
Hallelujah.
Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to come and seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Remember, friends, it's the same assault mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday at...
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder why a refined doll like her is mixed up in the mission dodge.
Yes, she's a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that such a doll wastes all her time being good. How could she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission. Yeah.
Hey, Betty South Street.
Harry the horse, how are ya? You know nicely, Johnson?
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Oh, what about Nathan Detroit? Has he found a place for his, crack game?
We don't know yet. The heat is on. We're still looking for a place.
Oh, well, when you find him, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I have just recently acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Well, where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward of my father.
Oh, everyone's looking for some action. I wish Nathan would find a place for that.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys in Nathan Detroit?
And which in Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him for me. I know that right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, no one's gonna give him a spot because they all know that Brannigan is breathing down their neck.
Hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and
Something
I can't...
wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh! Hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as you may know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Ha ha.
Nathan, you to find a place for the game.
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
But Nathan, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you said once there might be a chance at the Biltmore Garage.
I was over at the Biltmore Garage. Talked to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Oh, your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says I owe you. A marker is like a pledge, which a guy cannot welch on it. My marker is as good as gold, only Joey Biltmore don't think so.
But Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what today is? It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been engaged 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town is up to here with high players. Look, the Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Brandon Slim.
Oh, I know I could make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's a stockroom behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot.
But the $1,000 we ain't got.
Why, it's good old reliable Nathan.
Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of lettuce for the fella who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little friend, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, he'll arrange that you go broken, quiet, and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to spawn. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My boys will let you know where it is.
Say, Nathan, you know who else is looking for some action? Sky Masterson.
Sky Masterson. There's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think I call him Sky? That's how high he bets. One time he was sick and he would not take penicillin on account he had bet 10 C's his temperature would go to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went to 106. Oh, good old Sky.
Well, maybe you could borrow the money from Sky.
With him that ain't lending money, it's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
Well, sure, I ain't scared, providing I can figure out a bet of which there's no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on, or how far can you kick a piece of cheesecake? Cheesecake! That's it! Run into Mindy's and ask how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake, how much strudel? What do you want to know for?
Just find out, will ya? Here comes Adelaide. If she finds I'm running the crap game again, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan dear.
Adelaide Pigeon.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
Oh, you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver Charlie, he's been working us all day. But finally I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says to me, you don't want to eat. You just want to meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
What did you say to him?
Well, I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
A belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. Now put this belt around your belly. Oh, Adelaide, that is so sweet. Listen, honey, about your present, I was gonna get you a gold wristwatch with 2 rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
It's all right, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Oh, Adelaide, don't worry. One day I'll be in the money and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, I can do without anything. Just as long as you don't start running the crap game again.
The crap game, what an absurd thought.
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake, that is great.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey.
Oh, hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry, I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
Nothing. His wife is having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide. I'm expecting a fella, and I know you...
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No. I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, would you mind taking Adelaide across the street to the drugstore? You see, honey, you've got a cold, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Nathan, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Sky Masterson, glad to see ya.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's of blackjack.
50 G's. You gonna be in town long?
No, flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yes, there's a lot of action down there. Wanna come with me?
No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about heading over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Fine, fine. Still dancing at the hot
I
box.
suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, we got to remember that pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? How about heading over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something?
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
Oh. But you will admit that Mindy sells the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet, there are some people who prefer Mindy's strudel. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I've never given it much thought, but if everyone is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh.
When I was a young man about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to appear to you and show you a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an ear full of cider." Now, Nathan, I do not claim you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that?
However, if you're really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the color of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Blue? What a crazy color.
Hey, Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me.
Hiya, Sky.
Oh, how's it with you fellas?
Oh, not bad. Nicely. We took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box. And don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear. That's husband talk if I've ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. In Adelaide, you have the type of doll that is most difficult to unload.
But I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And besides, a guy without a doll, well, if a guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just say a guy should have them around when he wants them. And they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you are going to Havana alone without one?
Well, I like to travel light, but if I wish to take a doll to Havana, there is a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll and I name her? Will you bet on that? Will you bet $1,000 that if I name a doll, you will take her to Havana tomorrow?
You got a bet?
I name her.
Her cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
Oh, they do that every day.
Do you take sinners here?
Oh, indeed we do, Sarah.
How do you do?
My name is Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
Oh, my heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, poor man.
Oh, I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, but I've suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha, coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly I've been wandering around just trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly, I would never become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. It feels good just to talk to you people.
Oh, you just go right on talking to Sister Sarah. You'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
Well, the Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We are out every day trying.
Well, why don't you try the nighttime?
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good. I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine old gentleman, I suppose he sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
I suppose if either of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets I think you should read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we are holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you will wish to attend.
Oh, I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, a nice-looking lady like yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place, do you ever go anywhere else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
Oh, well, that's a little far, but there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Oh, thank you. Of course, I'll be needing a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, it's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace under the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah!
There are 2 things men in every hotel room in the country, Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
Oh, well, I told you I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest. This mission's laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee to fill that meeting with 12 genuine sinners. I will also guarantee they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
Well, I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anyone in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
Noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite restaurant.
And where's that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
Havana.
Where do you want to eat, Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you described the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all. Except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Well, I'm relieved to know it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It is nice to know that somewhere in the world is a guy who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I am not interested in what he will not be. I am interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber, to the wisdom in his head, to the holy aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale, Galahad, the brick breakfast, eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
You've got the guy all figured out?
I have.
Including what he smokes. All figured out, huh?
All figured out. Oh, no, when my love comes along, I won't take a chance. My love will be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
Oh, no, by the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. Oh, no, as I run to his arms, that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong.
No, you're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Well, would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heart throb?
No.
Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. And suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare, and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't ever ask, am I right, am I wise, am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. Well, I'll drop in again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Hello.
Hello? Hello, is this the Biltmore Garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
Oh, this is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game?
Oh, wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will you?
That'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Don't say that over the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Listen, Joey, is it okay if I use your place tomorrow night?
Yeah, if you get $1,000.
I'll have it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
Joey, if you're gonna take that kind of attitude, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Joey, the dough was guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet he couldn't take a doll to Havana.
And why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
And where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse, it's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow night unless I get my dough in advance.
All right, I can't talk no more. I gotta meet Adelaide at the Hot Box. Listen, can I at least tell the guys the game is gonna be at your place?
Not till I get my dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Bye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
And now for the grand finale of our Around the World review, we take you down to the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide, and the hot box, Chick, Chick, Chickie.
bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck and a barrel and a heap, a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you.
About you?
About you.
My heart is leaping, I'm having trouble sleeping.
'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do.
Doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doo. Doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doo.
Well, come on, girls. I'm gonna tell you a story.
Okay, I'm waiting. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck.
Beats me all to heck how I'll ever tend the farm when I want to keep my arm about you.
About you?
About you.
Because the chickens are going to the dickens.
'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do.
Doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doodle-little, little, doo. Goodbye now!
I love you, a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joey Biltmore really hit your stinking guts. Hi, how are you? Yeah. Oh. Trumpets, you are lovely tonight. Lovely. I like your hair. What'd you do to it? No, it's nice, yeah.
Nathan, dear.
Hello, pie face.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
Oh, it's the same. So, anyway, the doctor asked me how long I had it, and I said a long time. And I said I thought it was an account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said to read this book because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Would it tell you what kind of doll would go for a certain kind of guy, which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure some girl won't go for him. Well, take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'm gonna get a raise, so with what I'll be making, I wondered what you might think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Well, of course we're going to, sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. But I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote Mother I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then after about 2 years...
What, after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
What type of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named him after you, Nathan.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
Oh, all those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married, and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how can you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon, and what'll I tell her then? What'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? Adelaide, what are we gonna do?
We could get married.
Adelaide, marriage ain't something you just jump into like there's a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. Nathan, darling, I already got the veil. Now all we need now is a license and a blood test.
A what?
A blood test, it's the law.
Oh, what a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running the crap game again?
Adelaide, how can you think such a thing? Why do you think I gave up the crap game? It's because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Has anybody seen an earring out here? I don't think so. You. I was all dated up with Society Max, and he breaks on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, here it is.
Look at me, I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up, it reminds you of your crap game. Achoo!
Oh, look, you're getting yourself upset. You and I are gonna be all right after all. We love each other and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
Come on, cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. There it is, that's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococcus lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. C note. C note. Oh, C note. Clever, clever, clever. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trim, a person can develop love grip. When they get on the train for Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment fashioned, and the mood is sublime. Then they get off in Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop lung grip, post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad Achoo!
Oh, hey, nicely. What are you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen her. She gave him a look that would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Oh, that's just great. Just so he do not take it to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the game.
Yeah, I don't know. He's probably talking to Miss Adelaide again. She's mad at him.
Miss Adelaide, she is always taking his mind off honest work.
Yes, it is too bad that a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant, because I am told that it is a worldwide weakness. Look, what's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby, with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked him, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some love.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a chain.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat bag and flat in the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some love.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, make a bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum is wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum balls around,
call it hell, call it heaven, it's a problem of 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some love.
When you see a sport and his cash out run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he spells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it dumb, call it clever, I bet you can give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Lost him.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
No, I can't reach these people. Let's go into lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I wanted to take these gamblers and have them just... General Cartwright! Good morning, Sarah. Abide.
Hello, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
Yes, I got in early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
I'm so sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings trying to stimulate more interest. Good morning, General.
Oh, good morning, dear. Sarah, there's something I have to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us.
No, I haven't the time, dear. I have several other calls to make. We at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close down this branch of the mission.
Oh, no!
Close the mission?
Please, General, someone can do good here, even if
Sarah, there are many other calls made on us, other places where our work is really needed.
Oh, but we have been doing much better now.
We planned a big meeting for tomorrow night.
Yes.
Oh! So you've planned a big meeting. But will anyone be there? Will anyone come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help but overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? General, I would wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad you think so, but I'm not so certain.
A dollar will get you 10.
What?
No, he didn't.
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought this mission actually had a chance.
Ooh. General, I can personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Oh, well, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
You all got your red carnations?
Yes.
Now remember, no one will be let into the game without they got their red carnation. It's like a password.
But where will they have the game?
I don't know yet. Nathan, can I tell him it's set? Can I tell him it's at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock. They won't hang around much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely back at the hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be here. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I told you to wait for it.
I had to get some groceries. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and don't come back here without it, even if you starve to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Harry the horse. How are you? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Nathan, if you do not have no place for your game, just tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now, take it easy, Harry.
I hope that you will not disappoint me this evening, inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I want you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, Big Julie, how do you do? And welcome to our fair city in which, as you may know, the heat is on, but just be patient and you will get some action.
Big Julie, shall we stick around or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, I hope that you will not displease Big Julie. Big Julie does not like to be displeased.
Now, Harry, you don't think I'd be so rude as to displease a gentleman? Oh, a gentleman like Big Julie here, do you? Now, Big Julie, let me assure you that when Nathan Detroit... When Nathan Detroit arranged...
You can count on it, that. Well. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox. Society Max. Rusty Charlie. Liver Lips Louie. Harry the Horse all the way from Brooklyn. And pardon me, I'm quite bad on names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever help my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the mail chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, we're,
Well, it's it's a party! Ha ha!
Indeed. What kind of party?
It's a bachelor party. Nathan's getting married. Yeah. Well, he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow.
Which nobody cannot deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, well, it was a surprise.
When I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner.
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner, all right.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Well,
Nathan, these fellas here were nice enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. The least you could do is tell them the wedding date.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for our license and our blood test.
You could elope.
What?
You could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
Not Pimlico, no, Elton. They'll marry you right away. Won't ask for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
Oh no, just go ahead and elope. I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
My congratulations to you too, Nathan. I can only hope there's nothing heredity.
Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope. You'll be at the Hot Box tomorrow night?
I'll have a table reserved and I'll be wearing whatever you elope in.
Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram, date it back.
I'd better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Shoot crap.
Nathan, you better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
What if it doesn't come? What if he took the doll to Havana?
He couldn't have. How could she? She couldn't have gone.
To
see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink? de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dolce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar and kind of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I'll have another. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Oh, take it easy, Slugger. It's over and you're still champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me, with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start up in my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I've learned?
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way
say quack, quack, quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Havana? It's so wonderful. Why don't we stay here a couple of days to see how wonderful it's really like?
I think we'd better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you should be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good.
You...
Look, do you know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how you met me in the first place. I made a bet.
Well, how else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No.
I've got to think what's best for you.
You talk just like the missionary.
Thank you for taking me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
With all this stuff, it was wonderful of you to give it to me. Sky, hello!
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Fine, Sky. Look, the girls went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me in the kitchen. Hello.
Oh, that's wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How'd you do? Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, the girls are eloping me and Nathan are eloping tomorrow night.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I know I'm going to love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Well, Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
Oh, I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop, and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone, when the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson, that's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. All at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine, it's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and now my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've really never been in love before.
Grandfather, I didn't think you'd be up this late.
Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion and stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
Oh, you're even more tired than I am.
What the hell is this?
Canasta!
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a floating crap game going full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this.
This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
But why not? What the hell kind of a doll are you anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
Feature number of the evening, the Hotbox proudly presents our star, Miss Adelaide, and her debut dance.
That was late 48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. No, and I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, I was one of those girls. Take back the gown, the shoes, and the hat. Well, I may be down, but I'm not glad it's all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a real dream. Eek! So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm dreaming. Take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not glad it's all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Take back your mink, those old worn-out pelts, and go short in the sleeves for somebody else. Will you be joining Mr. Detroit's party, sir?
Is he here?
No, sir. Mr. Detroit has not been here all evening.
Bring me a Ryan soda.
That was so disrespectful. Do I look like the chef? Adelaide, this is my last day. I'm quitting.
Guy, see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring a message for her from Nathan.
What's the message? Where's Nathan?
It's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh was suddenly taken ill with
A rare tropical disease.
Yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, Nathan has to...
Nicely, what's the message? Where's Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night.
Oh, Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find another place, and the game goes on.
Where's the game?
Are you looking for some action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight. But I would like to talk to some of the guys. You see, nicely, I gave a marker to... well, somebody, and I'd kind of like to get it cleaned up.
I'll meet you outside.
Well, what about Nathan's message?
Ooh, Miss Adelaide. Nathan is in Pittsburgh with the rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
I don't understand. Sky? Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
Oh, you know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change. You know, why is the minute you dolls get a guy you like, you pull him right in for alteration?
Well, what about you men? Why can't you marry people like normal people do and live happy like people and have a home with wallpaper?
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and Sky Masterson, we don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple of months.
Where are you going?
Oh, I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe. I got a ticket on the late plane.
Well, will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Tell him I never want to speak to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, why don't you get another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you meet somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just waiting alone, had a table reserved for two. A person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest friend. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her that time, a person can develop the flu.
Suppose nobody comes along. We'll explain.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. To go someplace where
the sinners are all respectable and well behaved.
you saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Masterson. He came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Oh, are you kidding? I knew that the moment he started picking on you. But I didn't think you were going to get stuck on it.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough.
He cannot be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I have always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy.
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Oh, Brother Abernathy, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's a big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general is coming and she's
The
expecting.
general's a tough doll, eh?
Well, very few people will be there.
Grandfather, I do not think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something, but me being a gambler, I never forget things like these. You hold my marker for 12 sinners.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forgot about it.
I cannot mulch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we are even.
If you don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town that you're a dirty welcher.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
Well, Sky, it's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
I came here to shoot crap.
Well, we've had enough.
Yeah. You see, Big Julie, the fellas are pretty fatigued from wearing us, having been shooting crap for, quite a while now, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I'm out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that he is a sore loser, it is merely that he prefers to win, right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. I'm shooting 500.
Hey, take 200.
All right. Ha! 1 and 1, Snake Eyes.
All right.
And I'll take $50 for the house, thank you. But the dice are still yours, and your luck is...
Shut up. Another 5.
Hey, 200 more.
Ha! Snake Eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Julie.
Well, that cleans me, but I ain't through yet. I'll now play on credit.
You see, Big Julie, the boys are pretty tired. Me, however, I am fresh as a daisy.
Then I'll roll with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of every pot. You must have by now quite a bundle.
Well, being I assume the risk, it's only fair I assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll with you, willy or nilly. If I lose, I'll give you my marker.
And if I lose?
You will give him cash.
Hey, let me hear from Big Julie.
You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here's my marker. Put up your dough. Is there anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000 signed X. How is it you can write $1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Well, here, this should put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000. And to change my luck, I will now use my own dice.
Your own dice?
I had them made for me, especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
Dad, it's a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in the Emily Post.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but could I take a look at these dice? But these dice ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off for luck, but I remember where they formerly were.
Big Julie, you are going to roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spot formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
A 10! I win!
Oh, a 10?
A 6 and a 4.
Which is a 6 and which is a 4?
Either way, get it up. I'm shooting 2,000.
I just remembered I'm eloping tonight. Adelaide is waiting for me.
Get up to 2,000.
Can't let me let some of the other chaps in on the fun?
Oh, no.
Fellas.
I'm rolling for 3,000.
3 G's?
I'm rolling you for 3 G's, Detroit. Put it down there.
Wouldn't it be more convenient if I just put it into your pocket?
11! I win.
Well, that cleans me.
Now I'll play with you guys.
Hey, no, wait a minute, Big Julie. You gotta give me a chance to get even with you. I will now roll you with my dice.
Yeah. All right, Detroit. That's fair. But what are you going to use for money?
I will give you my marker.
And you expect Big Julie to put up cash?
Hey, well, Nathan done it.
Sure, I done it. What kind of deal is this anyway? Him with these no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off him.
Well, fresh blood. You looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
It will only take a moment. It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Who is this guy?
That's the fella I was telling you about. He took that mission doll to Havana.
Oh, well, look, fellow. Why don't you go back to your praying tomato? You're slowing up the action around here.
If you want some action, would you care to place a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
How would I know something like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Hey! Kindly return this to Sears Roebuck.
Look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promised to deliver them some sinners, and when it comes to sinning, most of you are high up on the paint cards.
Well,
But I don't want to spend my night in no hallelujah joint.
Well, if you won't do it as a favor for me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee the air in the mission smells cleaner than down here.
okay.
Besides, it wouldn't hurt you guys to learn something else besides the odds on making a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
Well, so what? Maybe the Bible doesn't read as lively as the scratch sheet does, but it is at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Okay, Sky. About that Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Come on, Big Julie. I now have gold to roll you again, and this time with my dice.
Nothing doing. With them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Wait, what did you say?
I says with them dice, he cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his. And yours, and yours, and his. I am going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against a marker for your souls. If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission tonight. Is it okay?
So let me get this straight. If we win, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we have to show up to some Mission Dolls cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission. One meeting.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, me too.
You too, Nathan? 1,000 against your soul?
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace. Give me the dice. You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on the state with me, the pickings have been lush, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight, luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with, luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady wouldn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fellow you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I put my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fellow you came in with. Luck be a lady.
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 Doesn't matter, roll the dice.
Tonight.
I tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you gave me your marker, and if you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment, and I hope that you do not wish to cause me any embarrassment.
But if it gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person's going to talk to me.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, did nicely explain to you about tonight. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll.
Your doll. Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Sweetheart, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
No use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have got you completely out of... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll get married.
We gotta do it soon, Nathan. I had another letter from my mother today asking a lot of questions. And she put in a letter for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Well... Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have been married to my daughter for 12 years. It feels like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I see as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager at the A&P. I'm not even the manager.
Well, I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard it must be to take care of Adelaide, and your 5 kids, and the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P?
Whatever.
You are a very good man, and I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Look, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Oh, look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide.
Come on, Nathan, we're gonna be late. Come on.
Nathan, why can't we elope now?
Well, because I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun, then you give me a kiss and you're grabbing your hat and you're off to the races again when I think of the time gone by.
Adelaide.
And I think of the way I tried.
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love you.
The best years of my life I was a fool to give to you.
Already, I'm just a no-good Nick. Alright, already, it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide.
And I think of the way I tried.
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I
Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Oh, maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I failed. Maybe it would be better if you just...
Gosh, this is ridiculous. Hi, how's it going? Oh, gosh. We're doing this. Excuse me. Sorry.
How are you?
Everybody here. Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Here you are, Miss Sarah. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen sit down?
Sit down, all of you.
Gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the Save a Soul mission.
Just a minute, guys. This This is a mission, not Roseland, so I suggest you don't indulge yourself in any unpleasantness. Since I'm required to depart for points west this evening, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit major domo in my place. Anyone who does not conduct themselves according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
Oh, well, what a remarkable young man.
So, you heard him, you guys. Brother Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored today. The meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many, evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving a testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool pigeon.
Come, brothers. I know it is difficult, but let one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are.
Oh,
Benny.
Well, you see, I always was a bad guy and a gambler, but I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
Oh. Dad, don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Julie.
Well, I used to be bad as a kid, but I've gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no convictions.
Harry?
Oh.
Harry the horse.
So it was like when Sky was rolling us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson. He rolled us each $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I understand, General. He means that they're only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How? Wonderful! Also, this whole meeting is a result of gambling. Shows how good can come from evil. Sergeant Sarah, you've done a remarkable job.
Thank you.
Hey, I ain't finished giving my testimony. So, when Sky Masterson was rolling us for our souls, I wish that I did not have to be here and I would win the money. But now that I am here, I still wish it.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
Well, it happened to be kind of funny. Like a dream. That's it, a dream.
Well, tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone paid me, but the passengers, they know right on. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil would wonder by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance had a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said, beware, you're on ahead. The people all said, beware, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the fancy tie round your wicked throat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, sit down, in the boat. I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under with the soul so heavy you'd never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Perhaps you'd like to testify.
I'll do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing there when they came out. You saw them. Aren't these the fellows?
I've never seen them before in my life.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we would like to go on with our meeting.
I never seen crapshooters spend so much time in a mission. I guess that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Miss Sarah, I too have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're all sorry, ain't we, boys?
I'm sorry.
But I did another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll away with him on a trip. Although I won this bet, so really it did no harm.
You won the bet?
Well, sure. The guy told me he did not take the doll. Oh, I feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Gentlemen, we will now sing hymn 244, Follow the Fold.
Follow the fold and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Put down the bottle and we'll say no more.
Oh, hello. Hello. I'm Adelaide, the well-known fiancé. Oh, yes. When are you getting married? The 12th of never. I'm sorry. I didn't even get close enough to a church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll just tell her Nathan is dead and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and the pain will go away. The Bible tells us in Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me, but nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other night, Oh, no, not Sky. You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing.
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan, too. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I always thought how wonderful he would be if he were different.
I thought about Sky that way too.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago at our prayer meeting, there were a lot of gamblers that seemed as though they could change.
But that doesn't mean gamblers at your prayer meeting. Was Nathan Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
The darling little fellow?
Yes.
Oh, well, how do you like that rat? Just when he should have been lying, he's telling the truth. Well, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What are we, crazy or something? At Wanamaker's in Saxon Klein's a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought. At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home. You simply gotta gamble, you get no guarantee. Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I? You and me. Whatever. Why not? Why not what? Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow. Marry the man today. Marry the man today. Maybe he's leaving town. Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. Hurry and drag him, counterattack him, and marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter. Give Guy Lombardo, Rogers Pete, golf galoshes, Ovaltine. But marry the man today, handle it meek and gently. Marry the man today and train him subsequently. Yes. Carefully expose him to domestic life, and if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast, have a headache, have a baby, have 2, 6, 9. Stop! Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways, and change his ways, and change his ways, change his ways tomorrow. Nathan, where are you, Nathan?
Give me a late paper.
Nathan, come on, we're waiting for you.
Give me a minute, I'm waiting on the lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nathan, close up the newsstand. We're getting married.
This is like taking place, or ain't it? I made $5 for this and be all.
Nathan, come on.
Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of day.
Well, where is this wedding anyway?
Holy smoke!
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
How about the Biltmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Nathan, if I hear something, what?
Brother Masterson.
Yes, Brother Detroit.
May we get married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson. And Sister Sarah. I'd like to do the same for you.
Well, congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay you 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means
Obadiah?
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're gonna be happy. We're gonna have a little home in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
When you see